The internet changed how we connect. Artificial intelligence changed how we think. But something bigger is coming. This is the story of a blueprint. A vision born not in a lab, but in a warehouse, by a man named Kevin Brown. A factory worker with $1 billion idea. That AGI won't be built on 6G or powered by data centers. It will be built on quantum coherence, entangled networks, and decentralized intelligence. This docuseries is the journey into that future. We'll show the science, the systems, the struggles, and the solutions. From the first entangled node to the last nanobot in the field, this is how we build a thinking planet. This is the quantum AGI blueprint. Kevin Brown says, if the world won't listen to labs, maybe it'll listen to the people who keep it running. Quantum AGI, the blueprint from below. What if the future of intelligence didn't come from Silicon Valley, but from a warehouse in New York City? Kevin Brown isn't a scientist. He's not a CEO. He's a factory worker with an idea bigger than bandwidth, deeper than 6G, and smarter than anything we've built. His vision? A quantum-powered, nanotech-enhanced, blockchain-secured global brain, not in some distant future, but in reach right now. This is not a theory. It's a blueprint. A plan to build artificial general intelligence the only way it can exist. Coherent, entangled, decentralized, alive. From quantum phones to modular minds. From entangled repeaters to nanobot nerves. This series reveals how one voice from the floor may change the world. Kevin Brown says, if no one at the top will build it, then we'll start from the bottom. This is quantum AGI. This is the blueprint from below.
Classical computing got us to the moon, but AGI? That needs a whole new language. A bit is binary, 0 or 1. But a qubit, it's both. Superposition, entanglement, quantum logic. Right now we're at the dawn, 100 to 1,000 qubits. Enough to simulate atoms, enough to break some encryption. But not nearly enough to hold consciousness. Why? Because quantum systems aren't just powerful, they're fragile. Every extra qubit increases noise, instability, and computational chaos. And to build AGI, we need more than power. We need stability, coherence, repeatability. The evolution begins here, with understanding what a qubit is and what it demands from the universe to survive. Kevin Brown says, qubits don't just scale with tech, they scale with discipline. Amazon has the tools, but not the total system. Right now, they've got Bracket, a platform to test quantum algorithms across different hardware. They've got the Ocelot chip, a promising step using cat qubits to reduce error rates and stabilize computations. And they've got the cloud, AWS, one of the most powerful infrastructures on Earth, capable of scaling faster than any tech company in history. But AGI isn't just about raw power, it's about coherent intelligence. To get there, Amazon still needs quantum repeaters to create a stable, global entanglement network. Quantum memory to store information across time, not just space. Modular quantum nodes, working like neural clusters, not centralized data farms. Nanotech interfaces for AGI to act in the physical world. And a new mindset, from cloud first to coherence first. Amazon is close, but AGI demands more than infrastructure. It demands vision. Kevin Brown says, the pieces are in your hands. Now it's time to build the system.
We all know about Moore's Law, right? The famous idea that every 2 years the power of our computers would double. Smaller chips, faster speeds, bigger dreams, and for decades it worked. Moore's Law drove us into the digital age. Smartphones, smart homes, smart everything. But today, we're reaching the edge of that path. The chips can't get much smaller. The heat's rising. The progress is slowing. So now, a new law must rise. Brown's Law. Now hear this carefully. Brown's Law is not about transistors or silicon. It's about conscious innovation. It says, the future of progress won't come from shrinking hardware, but from expanding minds, combining human intention, artificial intelligence, and quantum energy. Let that sink in. We're entering a time where ideas move faster than machines. AI isn't just a tool, it's a partner. Quantum isn't the future, it's now. Brown's law tells us that true growth, it's not about how many chips you can stack, it's about how many minds you can awaken. Moore gave us the roadmap. But Brown? Brown gives us the awakening. Because the future won't be built with silicon alone, it will be built with consciousness. And in that world, you are the new processor.
To build AGI with Brown's law, we don't just need tech, we need transformation. In education, in investment, in government, schools still teach for the classical age. But AGI demands quantum literacy. Every engineer should understand entanglement. Every coder should speak in qubits. Brown's law starts in the classroom. Capital must shift from bandwidth to quantum bandwidth. Not just faster chips, coherent ones. Fund qubit startups, back cryo labs, invest in materials science. We need policy that fuels open research, funds quantum infrastructure, and protects decentralized intelligence from monopolization. This isn't just science, it's strategy. Kevin Brown says, if we want AGI, we have to fund the future, not the familiar. They told us 6G would change everything. Faster downloads, smarter devices, a pathway to artificial general intelligence. But they were wrong, because 6G still runs on the same foundation. Towers, signals, latency, power-hungry data centers. It's a bigger version of a broken model. And AGI can't run on a broken system. Enter the quantum solution. Qubits don't need towers, they need entanglement. Two particles perfectly linked, no matter the distance. Change one, and the other responds instantly. No signal, no lag, no interception. Now imagine a world where your phone doesn't transmit. It reflects. A message doesn't travel, it emerges. No cables, no towers, no latency. Just pure, secure, real-time communication, powered by physics. This is the future quantum makes possible, and this is where Brown's law begins. The power of AGI won't come from more signal. It will come from coherence. Kevin Brown says, you can build bigger towers, or you can build a new universe of communication.
AGI won't live in a data center. It won't sit in a lab. It won't wait in the cloud. It will live across a mesh of modular quantum minds. Each quantum module is a thinking node, built with high-fidelity qubits, local quantum memory, and error correction baked into its design. One module alone is powerful, but link them, and they become something more. A distributed intelligence, a global brain. Using entanglement, these modules don't just share data, they share state, they synchronize, they evolve together. Real-time learning, self-healing cognition, no bottlenecks, no single point of failure. This isn't AGI trapped in a box. This is AGI as a living system. Kevin Brown says, don't build a brain in a bunker. Build a brain across the planet.
A brain alone isn't enough. To reach AGI, it needs a body, the body of the machine. And that body isn't made of steel or wires. It's built with nanotechnology. Intelligent particles operating at the atomic scale. Powered by quantum chips, connected by entanglement. Imagine materials that feel, machines that heal, infrastructure that adapts in real time. Swarms of nanobots everywhere gathering data, repairing systems, responding to AGI in milliseconds. This isn't robotics, it's presence. A quantum intelligence extended through matter itself. Nanotech is how AGI touches the world. Kevin Brown says, you don't build a body for the machine, you let the machine become the body. This blueprint was born from a single voice, a warehouse worker with a vision that echoed louder than any boardroom. Kevin Brown didn't wait for permission. He didn't wait for a title. He didn't wait for Silicon Valley. He asked one question. What if we built something better? Now the blueprint is in your hands. It's no longer a dream, it's a direction. Quantum modules, coherent networks, entangled systems, living machines. This isn't the end of the story. It's the first draft of the next era. So build, wherever you are, whoever you are, because the mind of the planet won't build itself. Kevin Brown says, you don't have to be at the top to start the future. You just have to start.
We reject the idea that AGI must come from the top down. We believe the next evolution of intelligence begins with coherence, not control. We believe in Brown's law, that the power of quantum scales with stability, entanglement, and precision. We will build decentralized networks, not centralized empires. We will train systems that learn, repair, and evolve. We will use qubits, not towers. Nanotech, not legacy machines. Blockchain, not broken trust. We stand for open knowledge, quantum education, and global collaboration. This is not about creating a product. This is about engineering a presence, a planetary mind. We are not waiting. We are building. We are AGI builders. The blueprint is complete. The science is sound. The future is clear. Now, we need builders. We need engineers who think in qubits, educators who teach entanglement, policymakers who protect open science, investors who fund coherence, not just bandwidth. We need leaders who understand AGI isn't a product. It's a planetary system, a living, decentralized, intelligent mesh, powered by quantum, activated by Brown's law. The tools are here. The moment is now. Kevin Brown says, AGI doesn't start in a boardroom. It starts with the decision to build. So the only question left is, will you?